of Elatar, there was a legendary forest known as Shadowwood. Dark, dense, and filled with twisted paths. It was said that no one who ever entered the forest ever returned. Tales of lost travelers and knights driven to madness filled in the air. And it became a place of fear and mystery, a shadow that loomed over the land. One day, a knight named Sir VALORION, known for his courage and loyalty, was sent on a mission by the king. He was to deliver a message to a distant area across the mountains. On his journey, however, a terrible storm forced VALORION off the main road and into the edge of the Shadowwood. The winds howled and the skies darkened, leaving VALORION with no choice but to seek shelter beneath the thick canopy of trees. As the storm passed, VALORION realized he had wandered deep into the forest. The familiar signs of the world outside were gone, replaced by a labyrinth of dark trees, thick vines, and the eerie silence of Shadowwood. His hordes grew uneasy, and every direction seemed to seem endless, unmarked, and ominous. Days passed, and Sir VALORION found himself hopelessly lost. His supplies dwindled, and the constant darkness of the forest weighed heavily on his mind. Doubt began to creep in. Even his strength, which had carried him through many battles, seemed to fade. He had always been a knight of action, but there in the endless maze, his sword and armor were useless. The forest tested him not with enemies, but with silence, isolation, and fear. One evening, as he sat beside a small fire, VALORION felt despair gripping his heart. He thought of the many knights who had entered this forest and never returned. Was he destined to become just another one of them, lost to the Shadowwood forever? But as he stared into the flickering flames, something stirred within him. He remembered the countless battles he had fought, the odds he had overcome, and the challenges that had tested his spirit. In each of these moments, he had found strength not in his sword, but in his resolve. He had always believed that true strength comes from within, not from weapons or armor. Closing his eyes, VALORION took a deep breath and quieted his mind. Instead of focusing on the fear and confusion that surrounded him, he began listening to the wind, to the rustling leaves, and to his own heartbeat. Slowly he realized that the path of the forest was not something he could force with brute strength. It was so entangled, he needed a strategy. He had to trust himself, his instincts, and the wisdom he had gained through the years of hardship. For the first time since entering the Shadowwood, VALORION stopped trying to fight the forest. He walked calm with purpose, listening to his inner voice, allowing his steps to be guided not by fear but by trust in his own strength. He noticed the subtle signs, a break in the trees, a faint breeze on his face, and distant sounds that seemed to pull him forward. As he walked, the forest seemed to shift around him. The oppressive darkness lifted, rays of sunlight began to pierce through. The twisted paths that at once confused him now felt clearer. His heart grew lighter, and with every step, his confidence returned. Sir Valorion emerged from the shadow woods. The thick trees gave away the openings he had to take, and the sun bathed them in its warm light. Exhausted but victorious, Valorion stood tall, realizing that the forest had not defeated them, it had tested them, not his physical strength, but his inner resolve. When Sir Valorion returned to the kingdom, he was hailed as a hero for surviving Shadowwood, a feat that no one believed that was possible. But Valorion knew the truth. The real battle happened within himself. The forest had taught him that no matter how lost or dark the path might seem, the strength to overcome it was always within him, waiting to be discovered.